Hey guys, Ultra Magnus back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at a third-party figure, and I've been just biting at the chomp for this one, man. It's the Xovergen, or Xovergen, or Xovergen. I'm going to say Xovergen Master Armor, Trailerforce Master Armor, TF-01. And I've been waiting for this to come back into stock at tfsource.com, and it finally did, and I got it this week, and I'm so excited. So let's take a look at the package itself. Must say, I really do dig the package. This is definitely a keeper to put up on the shelf. We got a picture of the Master Armor Trailerforce right there with kind of a neon version of Prime inset in there. And of course there it is in the trailer mode with the little neon Optimus pulling it. Now, I did not get this for Optimus Prime because I don't have a Classics Optimus Prime, but I do have a Classics Ultra Magnus, and I missed out on the Fans Project City Commander armor, and I was watching a review on this. I'm like, you know, I could use my Magnus figure with this, and I'm glad I didn't get the City Commander armor because this looks like a lot more fun. He, of course, turns into a battle station, you can see back there, just like the original Power Master Optimus Prime. And they're supposed to be making a chrome armor piece and wing set to go with this, I believe, in the upcoming year or so. So that'll be kind of interesting to look forward to. Let's take a look at the rest of the package. Let's see here. So on the side, it says Trailerforce. That's pretty cool. Let's see, the top of the package, very G1-like, Trailerforce, and then we have the... looks like the battle station set. Here's the back of the package. Let's zoom out here. Pretty cool. We see him there without Prime set up in there. Lots of Japanese, but also English, so that's kind of cool. Warning logo, and then here's the kind of teaser for what the winged version is going to look like. So that's coming soon, I'm going to presume. So kind of a close-up. Really cool shots here. Some really nice artwork, really digging that. Bunch of stuff in Japanese I don't understand. And let's see if there's anything on the bottom side. Oh, yep, we've got Master Force right there, and then we have the trailer. Some really nice artwork there, so that's pretty darn cool. Really digging it so far. Looking really nice. So let's get this thing out of the package and see what we think. Okay, so here we have the Trailerforce Master Armor out of the package. So this is what you get. It's pretty much the little figure and all the parts and a piece of plastic. We also get a neat little card of powered up Optimus Prime there, looking pretty darn cool. Of course, there are his stats in Japanese that I don't know how to read. So if I can get this to focus again. Focus. Nope, doesn't want to focus. So we'll kind of throw that to the side. We also get the instruction sheet, which is all in black and white. Yep, so that's kind of there. And then here we have the figure itself. Looking pretty cool, definitely digging it. First impressions are very nice. So let's get this guy out of the plastic and start taking a look at him. Okay, so here we have the Master Force armor out of the package, and I gotta say, I love this figure already. Mainly because if you get this thing and you don't have the Classics figure, you can spin the chest around and you've got, instead of a gaping hole, you do have this chest plate, which is really kind of reminiscent of another figure that they put out. So that was kind of interesting, but it's got kind of an Optimus look, and I can dig it. I appreciate the fact that if you wanted to get this and you didn't have that figure yet, you could go ahead and get this and display it and not have an issue. I thought that was really, really cool of them. Of course, we have a bunch of extra bits down here with these massive guns. Some really great detailing on it. I really do like the yellow and silver paint apps. I got some extra parts. I don't even know what these are for yet. I haven't even looked at the instructions. This is, of course, going to be part of the trailer. Got some nice molding. I like the blue, the silver paint apps, some extra parts here. And just look at this guy all together. I mean, the head sculpt is awesome. I love the red chrome lights in there that looks really nice. He has some paint apps on the top, some kind of silvery vents there. He's got the vents there. Mine does have a little bit of a paint blemish there, but that's okay. I don't mind. That's going to be the back side of it anyway. I went ahead and put these guns on the side. Just some really nice detailing. The plastic is a really nice quality. These gun pieces, he's got 2 guns on the side of the arms. They come up individually. We have some chrome silver on the legs, some yellow and red paint apps, and then some yellow paint apps at the bottom. So all in all, I mean, this guy is cool. Here's kind of a side shot of him. Just looking really, really nice. And then, of course, here's the back side with the gaping hole to put the other figure in. So, yeah, pretty darn nice. So, let's get this guy in his trailer mode and see what we think of it. Okay, so here we have the Master Armor in the trailer mode. And I gotta say, this is rather difficult to put together if you have not done this. Once you figure it out, it's not that bad and it makes sense. But the instructions really don't help much because it goes from a truck to a robot. When you get the thing out, it's actually in robot mode. So you kind of have to figure things out. And there are a couple of pictures that are actually upside down, and it's just a little difficult to understand. But like I said, once you get through it and figure it out, it makes a lot of sense. And I really do like this. It looks nice. It looks heavily armored and impressive. It does roll very well. It connects to the hitch on the back of the classics Magnus or Optimus Prime. Now, it doesn't have much leeway as far as turn goes, but that's okay. Just to get a nice overall look of this thing, it is impressive. Just the detail that's gone into it, how it hides things. Now, it does come with a couple extra bits. These pieces are for different head mounts. I couldn't figure out exactly what those were, but then I kind of figured it out. The one drawback that I have, and I'm not sure if I'm just mistransforming it, but it does have a bit of a gap right there, and I couldn't figure out, by looking at the pictures, it's kind of hard to see, but I couldn't figure out how to get rid of that. But that's okay, it's not staying in the vehicle mode. But it gives us the idea of what it looks like and the mass of this thing. I just love it. Love it. It just really armored. The guns can go up if you want to get some firepower. This one here is kind of loose, unfortunately. And then the back turrets also go up and down, and you can flip them all the way to the back. These pieces do flip up and lock into place if you push them into place, which is really, really nice. But overall, I mean, this thing does look impressive. I do like it. You know, this is not a cheap piece at all. This thing is $220, I believe, at tfsource.com, but it is well worth it. It just gives a nice, massive attack mode. So let's get this into the base mode and see what we think of that. Okay, so here is Master Force's Battle Station mode, and it sucks. I don't like it. But then again, you know, I didn't like the Power Master Prime Battle Station either. That one was pretty sketchy too. A lot of the parts are loose or just kind of sitting there. Like these pieces just kind of really sit in the holes. We got this giant, massive hole sitting there that's just not even big enough to put a Legends figure in. Yeah, I don't know. I really just don't particularly care for it. The trailer just kind of sits in there. Now, the toes were supposed to be pointing forward, but it wants to fall over backwards if you do that. So if you rotate the toes around the other way, it at least gives it something to sit on. The other thing is the hips are so tight that you can't swing them out this way. You actually have to get a Phillips screw and unscrew it just a little bit to get it to actually ratchet out. And I've heard other people state that. So that will affect its battle station transformation as well as some posability issues. So yeah, there it is. I guess it works. I way prefer the trailer mode and the robot mode. So let's go ahead and get it into the robot mode and see what we think. Okay, so here we have Trailerforce Master Armor in robot mode with Classics Ultra Magnus as the cab. And I gotta say, it looks good. I like it. The white matches well with the other white, and it does not look that out of place. Of course, this was built for the Classics and Henkai Optimus Prime, but since I didn't have him, I've got this guy, and I wanted something to do with him, and there it is. This guy looks awesome. He's tall, he's heavy, he's sturdy. Now, I will say he is very, 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 very top-heavy. His toes will want to kind of bend forward, but as long as you got him balanced right, he is okay. One issue that I have noticed, a couple issues. First off, the guns, the side guns, because of those blue pieces above the elbows, you got to kind of keep them forward if you use the middle peg. Now, there is a peg right above at the tip of the shoulder that you can put the guns in and have them go upright if you want to. It's totally up to you. I've got these little guns out to the side there. I've got him holding his guns. His trailer kind of turns into what they call the weapons garage, and you can mount these pieces onto the sides here if you want. It's just extra kibble. That's all it is. They're trying to be nice. Now, it is a little, I mean, it's not too bad up here at the top. It'd be nice to have a piece that slides over. I was kind of disappointed this piece did not slide back over the top of it, but it is what it is. And the head's a little bit loose in there, but not too bad. It's just really nice. It's got good posability. It's got a double elbow joint here. The hands do spin around. The fingers are articulated. The waist piece does move, and then the cod piece actually flips up to get certain poses, which is kind of nice. He has the knee joint, and then his ankles actually do move, and his toes also move as well. Now, these pieces can fold over to the side if you want to. Depends on what you want to do and how you want to display the guy. But all in all, I mean, he is just an all-around nice-looking robot, kind of a back side view here. The legs going down with the backpack there. Now, I did use the smokestacks, turn them upside down, and they can act as a spacer because this guy can actually fit G1 Optimus Prime, Classics Prime, and Power Master Prime cabs into there. So it's going to have different spacing for each different piece. And then these side pieces here actually expand out. You slide the figure in and then collapse it in to secure it, which is really, really nice. All around, gotta say, I'm in love with this figure. I really, really do like it. So let's see what this guy looks like compared to some other Optimus Prime figures. Alright, so here we have Master Force Optimus Prime with Power Master Optimus Prime in full Apex armor, and Age of Extinction First Edition Optimus Prime. And you can see he is a good-sized figure. He is very large compared to these guys. He's much bigger than Age of Extinction First Edition Optimus. And, I mean, he's about the size, I think he's a little bit taller, actually, than G1 Power Master Prime. And the nice thing, of course, he is articulated, so he can do a lot more poses. I'm really interested to see the Apex armor add-on for this guy when it comes out. That may be something I get to go along with it. But all in all, gotta say, I love this. It is a couple $100. It is expensive, but it is worth it. All he needs is a couple Autobot logos right there on his shoulders, and he is complete. So there he is, the Xovergen Trailerforce Master Armor Optimus Prime. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.